Hello, everyone. It's Luis Concepcion coming to you from Strategic Profit Line Trading with the plan of the week for week number 40. Following our disclosures, this information is for educational purposes only, not tailored to any one individual. Past performance does not guarantee future results, and all investments in trading involve risk. As always, I'll be covering the news, provide a market overview of the indices, and this week we have 38 companies reporting earnings. Here's our results for week 39. We went 1-1. No entry was 13, and AutoZone closed in the zone on Friday. So pay attention to AutoZone Monday morning. Pretty slow week with on the earnings outlook. Big companies I'm looking for this week is really Nike, and they report Tuesday afternoon. However, I'll provide you with zones for the remainder of the companies that I feel may or may not hit this week. Went ahead and updated week 39, and that brings us to 105 and 28 on the year. Moving into our news for the week, as you can see on Monday, we have Fed Powell speaking midday, so be mindful of that. Awkward time for him to be speaking. Just understand, depending on what he says or does not say, that might cause volatility. For the markets midday, so for those of you who are trading intraday, be mindful of that. You might want to get out of your trades in the morning or just get into them after he speaks. Moving on to Tuesday, you can see real early in the morning, the euro will be affected. And 30 minutes after the opening, we have our PMI report and our JOLTS jobs opening report. So that will cause some volatility into the markets 30 minutes after the opening. Moving on to Wednesday, as you can see, we got non-farm employment change, and that's going to be pre-market. So expect some volatility into the open on Wednesday morning. Moving on to Thursday, we got unemployment claims and PMI, our pre-market at 15 minutes after the market opens, and we got PMI report 30 minutes at the open. So expect some volatility on Thursday. And then Friday, all our reports are going to be pre-market. So expect some volatility at the open of the market on Friday. Moving into our charts for the week, starting with the SPX. As you can see, last week we made an all-time high. We started turning around on Friday. We came down, that high being 57.67. Still no definitive supply in the S&P 500. The first demand level I have for you is 5643 to 5600. Moving on to the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ went ahead and hit that supply level with a lot of things following in tech. So be mindful of that. We did have our turn. That supply is working out for us nicely from last week, 22.53 to 25.92. And the first demand zone I have for you is 19.485 to 19.285. Moving on to the Dow Jones. The Dow Jones made another all-time high this week. And as you can see, it rejected the 426 pretty nicely. No supply in the Dow Jones. First demand zone I have for you is 416 to 414. Moving on to the RUT. Again, lackadaisical movement on the RUT. We know the RUT likes to go sideways a lot. First supply zone I have for you is 23.2566 to 23.70. On the demand side, 2018 to 19.56. Those levels have not changed. Moving into earnings for the week. First company I have for you is Carnival Cruise Line that reports Monday morning. So this might be an opportunity at the open. First supply zone I have for you is 21.30 to 25.27. And on the demand side, 12.99 to 11.99. Next company I have for you is Paychex. On the supply side, 138.36 to 142. On the demand side, 115.03 to 113.65. Next company is McCormick. This level's already working and kind of holding, so pay attention to it during the week. When they report earnings, supply level is 85.39 to 87.67. The first demand zone I have for you is 70.94 to 69 even. Next company is AYI. Equity brands, you can see this level is holding. Make sure this level is holding prior to earnings release in the event you decide to take it. That level on the supply side is 271.94 to 281.02. On the demand side, 208.33 to 198.92. Next company is Unify. And I have no levels for you on this company. My apologies. So let's create one. First demand zone I have for you on this company is 1368 to $13. Nike, looking for some big, not big moves, but looking for our members to capitalize on this company. First supply level I have for you is 97.44 to 102.48. With that being said, I'm going to put a more aggressive level here at 92.99 and 94.92. On the demand side, first level I have for you is 74.70 to 73.29, and we have a larger level here at 72.36, all the way down to 59.76, and that's going to be Nike. Moving on to Congra Foods, we are in a level right now. That level is going to be 32.34 to 33.68 on the supply side, and I do not have a demand level for you because it's too far away. It's going to be in the lower 20s. So if this doesn't hold, we can come all the way back down to $20 a share. Last company I have for you is Constellation Stars. You can see this is the level that's been holding it. There is no supply. All-time high was 274.87. That first level I have for you is 242.38 to 232. Let's call it even. In the event of an overshoot, there's another level right here, 229.67 to 221.35. That's going to do it for our charts this week. With that being said, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to email me at my website. I'm sorry, my email below. If you haven't followed me already, go ahead and do so on Facebook, LinkedIn, and or YouTube. Hit those like and subscribe buttons. Till next time, happy trading.